going to government officials getting to drive fancy sports cars. Cute. Anyway, there's a former police officer who wanted me to get a hold of him, so I dropped off my number for him. Let's make sure I can back out of here without running anyone over or breaking any laws. And make sure we drive by the government vehicle. It looks like it's a Dodge Charger, license plate number E265680, state of Oregon. It's even got a phone number on it for professional use only. Very nice looking car. It's also set up for arresting people. So, how'd that work out? Because they didn't get out looking like they were police officers, although they might be. They looked like people from the Department of Agriculture, a young lady and a young man. And I don't think they arrest people. If they do, it's a warrant that is issued and implemented by local police departments. So I was able to get the phone number to the contact guy, and he's gonna give it to the other gentleman who used to be a cop. The picture on the front of here is Nicole Vertner, and it's look like I'm gonna have to take a right. Yep. Traffic is sparse, but it's spread out just far enough that I couldn't just drive across the road. Anyway, I gotta go pay some bills and shit with money I don't have. At least one of those bills I do have the money for. Of course, I shouldn't have that bill to begin with. Alright. I'm half tempted to ask the folks at O'Reilly's what they were being harassed for last night, since there was a state patrolman parked outside of their thing with his lights on and his dome lights. Not the dome lights, but the white spotlights on the front. Just sat there for like an hour. Hell, I was half tempted to walk up and start a conversation with him even. But I figured, well, I'd just rather get away from those pieces of shit. They've showed that they have absolutely no morality, that they're only there for a paycheck, and of course, for personal vengeance. If you've got a badge and there's somebody you don't like, it's easy enough to utilize that badge, use your position, and have innocent people harmed. Oh, there's Randy. He's another one of the homeless people. He's recorded on my channel talking about how he's gonna kill his mom and his dad in Canada and how they owe him $1 bazillion. Well, that guy's a fireman from Colorado. Sorry, license plate. He's got a red Colorado license plate. So it's back up to where I was earlier. Also pulling over to the side, somebody in an ambulance. Alright. Not that I've ever paid attention to the laws in my goddamn life. I had no idea what to do there, did I? There are no more disgusting people on this planet than American police officers. You cannot be a police officer in the United States of America if you have any morality whatsoever. There's a lot of people that I knew who wanted to be cops, became cops, and realized that they're not pieces of shit and that job's not for them. Many of them realized that police officers aren't doing their jobs and didn't want to take part in such horrible atrocities. Moral of the story, don't be a fucking dumbass and don't believe everything you're fucking told. If you choose to be a dipshit, it's still a choice. The things that I did, I absolutely admitted to. Some people even accused me of bragging about it. Well, fuck. All right. If that's what you want to call it, then yes, I am bragging about turning in child molesters, rapists, and bad police officers. But it ain't just police, is it? They blow us off onto mental health, and that's where the fucking game gets started, where everybody makes a fucking profit, and you spend all your disability money running around in circles for goddamn nothing. God bless America. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm back over to where I was earlier. I'm going to be panhandling for a bit, try to make a little bit more money. I'm about $15 or so, $16, something like that, short of being able to pay Tiffany and Charlie to help me bring down a load. Life happens. So I'm going to try to earn that money. And I know many of y'all don't consider standing out there on the corner with a sign earning money. You know, there's lots of things that I'd like to be able to do, and if I had a place to do those things, it'd be easy. Mandated reporters refusing to do their jobs. Social services refusing to do their jobs. Pawning us off on agencies that won't do their jobs. And then, of course, we got bitches like Jeff Linneman. Who's this guy? He's the guy that you're supposed to go to as a disabled adult when you're being abused. So what does he do? He bullies homeless victims. That's what he does. See, they cut off every resources before they ever get started. There was a woman who works with Jeff Linneman who was supposed to help me. She never got around to helping me because Jeff Linneman stepped in and cut me off. Jeff Linneman's a world-class piece of shit. There's a lot of those around here. You can find world-class pieces of shit all over the world. Now, some of y'all might have noticed that there's a lot of pictures of RPGs, grenades, landmines, a bunch of real nasty shit that we don't have to deal with so much in the United States. But the rest of the world does. In the rest of the world, 30 to 40,000 people per year are killed by landmines. Civilians. That's because landmines don't just give up when the war ends. They were created for killing, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to kill. Now, we say indiscriminately, but when there's overgrowth, or the goddamn thing looks like a toy, it's probably going to be a child or a dog, some furry forest creature, some little furry woodland creature that's most likely to encounter it after the war is over. The RPG-7. We do have quite a few of those. Here in the United States, there's a lot of people who know how to make them. There's a lot of people with access to YouTube. There's also a lot of people using my ideas. You know, I made a post a few years back about how it's a good idea, or a good thing, that terrorists don't watch my channel, because I was talking about civilian drones and how they could be used for, well, exactly the purpose that both Russians and Ukrainians are using them for. What's cheaper, a drone or a suicide bomber? Only one of them is reusable.